Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl T Milan. I'm back with another video, and as promised, I'm delivering you guys a nail tutorial video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do a full set of acrylic nails. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. First step we're going to do is we're going to push back the cuticles and then clip the cuticles. The reason why we have to get rid of the cuticles off the nail plate is because we don't want the acrylic or any type of enhancement to overlap the cuticles, because it'll eventually cause lifting. So make sure you guys are pushing the cuticles back and you're clipping them if necessary. In the next step, we're going to remove the shine off the nail and rough up the nail plate surface. So what you want to do is take your mandrel bit and a fine grit sanding band to remove the shine off of the nail. This is important to remove the shine and rough the nail plate up because we want the enhancement to have a rough surface to stick to. And just a reminder, guys, that when you're using this tool on your natural nail, you're going over the natural nail very lightly. You don't want to be heavy-handed because then you'll be thinning out the natural nail, which is really not good. So make sure when you're using this and you're removing the shine and roughing the surface of the nail up that you are doing it lightly. Alternatively, if you did not have an e-file to work with, you could use a regular nail file to rough the surface off the nail and remove the shine. After you guys push the cuticles back, cut the cuticles if necessary, and remove the shine, you want to go in and use the rubbing alcohol. I use isopropyl alcohol, aka rubbing alcohol 70%, to dehydrate the nail. If you want to buy a dehydrator, that's fine. It's not really necessary. In the nail industry, we use rubbing alcohol anyway, so might as well use what you have instead of buying extra. And it works just as well to dehydrate the nails as any other dehydrator that's on the market. Okay guys, in this next step I'm setting up to put the tips on and also setting up my acrylic. So I went in, I dehydrated my nails, and then you guys see me put on primer. And then after I put on primer, I put my tips on. Now, for some odd reason, I did it in that order. I don't get to do acrylic full sets too often. Especially in the salon that I work at. I do a lot of manicures and pedicures, which is about to change soon, but that's neither here nor there. That's another video. But so I guess I got a little bit confused with my order. But normally, after I remove the shine, I use my dehydrator, and then after I dehydrate the nails, if I'm doing a full set with tips, I glue the tips on, and then after that, I go in with my primer on my nails to prime the nails. That's the order that I do, only because a lot of times when you put the primer on and then try to glue the tips on, the tips don't glue to the nail. They don't adhere to the nail. It gets really wonky. So what I found was better for me was to remove the shine off the nails, dehydrate the nails. If I'm using tips, glue the tips on, and then after I glue the tips on, I probably will take my sanding band, the one that we used earlier, and blend the tips in with the nail. And then after that, then I will put the primer onto my nails. So just remember that steps. I know in the video I kind of did it like wonky or whatever, did it kind of like opposite. But I just wanted to explain my process in the way that I really do it. I don't know, I guess I just wasn't even really thinking when I made this video. Like I said, I don't get to do full sets too often, so I kind of got off track a little bit. But like I said, once you remove the shine off the nail, dehydrate the nail. After you dehydrate it, if you're using tips, glue your tips on, and then go back with that same sanding band that we used earlier and blend the tips in with the nail, and then put your primer on last. You put your primer on last before you do the acrylic. If you're not doing tips, then after you dehydrate, then you can put your primer on. So I hope this makes sense for you guys. And sorry if this is like a distraction. If you need to watch this section over again, go ahead and rewind it. But yes, that's my process. So here you see me gluing on the tips. And then after I glue my tips, then I will start to lay the acrylic. Yes, girl. Baddie's nails loading, okay? Period. Look at the length. Yes, baby.
Me and my people be rolling.
Alright guys, so now I'm going in with my tip cutter and my magnets to make sure all my nails are even. This is optional. You can also use scissors to cut the nails, but I like to use the tip cutters and the magnets because it just ensures that all the nails are cut evenly. I also suggest before you guys lay acrylic, that you go ahead and sharpen up the shape of your nails or shape your nails to whatever shape you want. It's much easier to cut through the nail tips than it is the acrylic. And if you are somebody that's trying to save time, please shape your nails before you lay the acrylic. Even if you have pre-shaped tips, a lot of times you can stand to make the shape a little bit more skinnier, because a lot of times the acrylic will make the nail a little bit more bigger. So just make sure that you're shaping before you lay the acrylic. It will cut down on a lot of time. Okay guys, so here I am laying the acrylic to my nails. Now, not too much on me. I don't get to do, I know how to do acrylics, I know how to do full set, I know how to do refills, I know how to do all that, but I don't get to do that on a day-to-day at the job that I work at right now. And I haven't been having any outside clients, and also I haven't had acrylics on my nails for the last like 2.5 months, because I was giving my nails a break. So me doing this full set for you guys is literally my first time doing acrylics in probably like 2.5 to 3 months at this point. So my first bead was a little dry. The only reason as well while it was dry is because when you use cover color or colored acrylics, it seems like those kind of acrylics, you need a little bit more liquid on your brush. You need a little bit more monomer to get that good bead to work with. If you're just using the regular amount of monomer in your brush and you're using color or a covered color acrylic, they tend to dry faster. So it's kind of like, I kind of was like trying to work with it. So my first bead definitely was dry, but you know, I get back into the groove of it. Okay, y'all, not too much on me, please, not too much. At the end of the day, I still know what I'm doing. At the end of the day, like, I laid the acrylic and y'all gonna see the end result. Like, it's gonna come out nice. But I'm not gonna hold you. Like, the first couple nails, I had to like get back into the groove of it. So not too much on me, y'all. I'm just showing y'all, I'm just teaching y'all, you know, how to do this. But yeah, so I'm laying the acrylic in this scene, and yeah, I'm just gonna let y'all continue to watch. Alright guys, so I finished my one hand. So you guys see me go in with my 80/80 grit nail file, and I'm going in and shaping up the nail. Now, I want you guys, when you're doing acrylics, honestly, when you're doing any type of enhancement, use, especially with acrylics though, use the 80/80 grit nail files, y'all. Please. I was on TikTok one day and watched this girl. She used like a 120 or something like that, or 180, like some of a higher number nail file. And I'm just like, why would you use a fine grit nail file on acrylics? You're going to be sitting there filing all darn day. Nobody got time for that. So you guys want to cut your time down. This is another little trick. Use 80/80 grit nail files, especially when you're doing acrylics. Now for natural nails, we do not use 80/80 grit. 80/80 grit is a coarse grit. The lower the number, the coarser the grit. The higher the number, the finer the grit. And then there's the medium grits, which is around like 120, 140-ish. But when you are doing acrylics, you're going to need something that slices through that. 80/80 is your go-to nail file to use when you're doing, when you're slicing, when you're cutting through, when you're filing your nails, okay? Okay guys, I'm going to explain myself right here. So you see how I initially started out and I was using the nail file, and then I switched over to the metal bit. And the reason why I do this is because I wanted to shape my nails. So earlier in the video, I was telling you guys, when you put your nail tips on, it's okay to make them, depending on what shape you want, it's okay to make them a little bit more skinnier, because when you put the acrylic on, the acrylic is going to bulk it up just a little bit, and then you're going to have to go in and kind of reshape them. It just depends on what type of shape it is that is necessary to do that. But with these long nails, I wanted my nails to be kind of like a tapered square, not tapered square, like a coffin kind of thing, or ballerina. I kind of wanted it to be a little bit skinny, and they basically was given square. 10 out of 10, they was given square. And I use pre-shaped tips, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't go in initially and take more off of the sides, like make them a little bit more skinnier. I didn't allow for that bulk that you get from the acrylic. So instead of me sitting here, I've already laid the acrylic, and instead of me sitting here filing the sides thinner, I just go ahead and I just use my metal bit, the one I know that cuts through acrylic. I mean, that thing eats through acrylic. Like, you really got to be careful, because it could take too much product off if you're not careful with that bit. But I was going ahead and just shaping up my sides. It just was a little bit more faster for me to just shape my sides up, because I already laid my acrylic with using that metal bit. And so that's also a trick you guys can use if you find that you've already laid the acrylic, and especially if you're dealing with longer nails and your client, you realize that the acrylic bulked up the nail a little bit on the sides, and you wanted your shape to be a little bit more skinnier. Instead of using a nail file and just back and forth, even with the 80/80, in that case, it still would take you a while. You could just go ahead and drum up that e-file and put on a metal bit and cut through them sides and just get that shape a little bit more skinnier, faster. And then you can go back with your nail file and kind of like sharpen up that shape. But I just thought I had to explain myself so you guys can see what was going on. Again, this is like the first full set I've done in probably like 2, almost 3 months on myself. I would have been doing full sets like on a regular basis, I probably would have already known that. But whatever. It's something I forgot, but I remembered as I'm going along. So I'm just spreading the knowledge to you guys. Just make sure, don't make the mistake that I make. Just make sure before you lay in the acrylic that you are shaping your nail tips the way you want. And I'm just letting you know it is okay to make them a little bit more skinnier, because the acrylic is definitely going to make it a little bit more bulkier. So you want to accommodate for that space. that I have kind of cut some of that bulk down off of the side and made the nail a little bit more skinnier to my liking, I'm going back with my 80/80 grit file and I'm going to sharpen up that shape. And then after I finish sharpening up that shape, I'm going to go and do my cuticle areas and kind of clean up the cuticle areas and clean up the top part of the nail, just so it can flow and it could just look better. Because if you look at the nail right now, it looks a little crazy, looks a little lumpy. Please don't judge me. Like I said, I struggled with that acrylic because it definitely dry fast, and it took me a couple fingers to get used to it. For sure, by the second hand, by me doing my right hand, by the time I did my right hand, everything kind of ran a little bit more smoothly. But that first hand was a little bit of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But it is what it is. One thing about me is I'm very good at shaping, and I know how to work a drill, baby. I will turn a lumpy nail into a smooth nail in 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty much what you see me doing here right now, just sharpening up that sides. And then I'm going to go in with my drill and then clean up that cuticle area and actually smooth out the nail and get those lumps out of there, and kind of just make it just look just flow nicely and make it look good. I also do apologize because I didn't realize a lot of the filing that I'm doing on my sides, my hands is not in the view of the camera. It is very hard for me to judge or to see if my hand is in view or if it's not. I used to have one of those like mechanical looking practice hands, and I think I threw it in the trash, but I'm gonna buy me another one, guys, just so the hand can always be in the view of the camera and I can just adjust on my end, but that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So stay tuned for some better content when it comes down to full set, but kind of just like work with me right now. I'm showing y'all some of the filing that I'm doing. I'm filing underneath, I'm filing on the angles on the sides, I'm filing at the bottom of the nail, just really kind of shaping it and just really kind of getting that shape really crisp. But for sure, I'm working on ways so you guys can fully see my process and nothing will be cut off. But thank you guys for watching, and thank you for bearing with me. Alright guys, so now I'm going in with my bit and I'm going to seal those cuticles. Actually, and I gotta be completely transparent and honest with you guys, this bit that I'm using is the same one that I was using earlier, and I mentioned that it's very sharp. It cuts through the acrylic and it takes a lot of the product off. And I believe that when I was sealing my cuticles, it definitely took some product off from around my cuticles. So basically, I had a fresh set of acrylic nails, but they kind of looked like they grew out a little tiny bit, because there was a little bit of space there because the product, the cuticle, the bit took off some product. There is another bit that I like to use that doesn't take off the product. It's a little bit more gentler, but that's rather here nor there. You probably won't even really notice it in the video, but right now I'm going through all my nails and I'm going to seal those cuticles. Guys, it is so important. This is kind of like one of the most important, besides prepping, this is probably like one of the most important processes, the most important step in your process, because if you don't seal that cuticle correctly, the nail will lift and you will get soap and water and dirt and debris and oil underneath that nail, and the nail will lift. And guys, this is exactly what we don't want to happen. We don't want our clients coming back within a week saying that their nail popped off. And a lot of times too, if you don't seal those cuticles correctly, you will actually see, before you even finish your work, to be honest, you will actually see it starting to lift a little bit on the sides. So it is very important to make sure you master sealing those cuticles. That's going around. I suggest getting a 5-in-1 bit because it's more easier to see what you're doing and it's more easier to work with. And you have to just practice, just go around that cuticle area and sealing that cuticle area. And sealing means closing that acrylic up and making sure no water, dirt, debris, soap, nothing can get under that enhancement. You're closing that acrylic up in the cuticle area, if that makes sense. I probably honestly will probably make another video detailing sealing cuticles, but for right now, just make sure you guys are practicing and working on sealing those cuticles, because if you don't, it will lift. And honestly, it will lift while you're still polishing. You will see it start to lift on the side. It has happened to me before. It's trial and error. You guys have to just practice and work on it so you will not get any lifting, and your retention can last 4 or 5 weeks.
Be rolling, scheming on you and your homies. Very first day of summer, all grown down in the Hummer, baby. Hit the park and parlay. Hope that you walk this way.
All right, so now I'm still going over my cuticles. I did my cuticles, but I still like to go over them again and touch them up again just to make sure they're good. Still going over the sides, but this is the step where I'm actually smoothing out the nail. So this is the part where I'm using my bit, and I like to use this bit, the one that takes off product. The one you got to be careful with, but I like to use this bit to smooth out the nail. So you will see me kind of forming or shaping the nail, getting lumps or anything out the nail, and I'm smoothing out the nail. The purpose of smoothing out the nail is so that when we polish, it looks nice, it looks smooth, it looks complete, it looks finished, it looks professional. So that's why we use the metal bit to go ahead and smooth out the nail. Like I told y'all earlier in the video, I struggled with this acrylic, so my nails were a little bit lumpy because the acrylic kind of dried fast on me. So my nails were a little bit lumpy, so I definitely got to go to work on these nails to get them nice and smooth so that they're able to be polished and my work is able to look nice. So yeah, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm going in, I'm just making sure the sides is nice and crisp. I'm making sure the cuticles, I go over the cuticles a couple times, to be honest with y'all guys. Like, I'm so obsessed with like sealing my cuticles. It's crazy, because girl, we do not want no lifts. I don't want nothing lifting on me, and I don't want nobody coming back and saying something is lifted. I go over my cuticles quite a bit, probably more than I should. You only really need to go over it like once or twice, but I go over it probably like 4 or 5 times. So yeah, I'm smoothing out the nail right here. I'm going over the sides, making them crisper, making them look a little bit more nice. Again, I apologize that some, you can't really see everything of what's going on. Like, my hand kind of got out of view, but it is what it is. I'm talking y'all through it so you know what's going on. And after I finish with my metal bit, I go in again with the sanding band, and I go over my cuticles again, and I go over and smooth out the same sanding band we used earlier in the video. We pop that baby back on, and we go ahead and we smooth out the nail again. I also want you guys to take notice of how my cuticle bit is positioned in my e-file. This is a little trick. When you are dealing with longer nails and you have a regular cuticle bit, you want to, I know when we put the bit inside of the e-file, we kind of put it down lower a little bit, but just pull that bit out some more. There you go. You can see it right there. Look at my metal bit. Look how far it's out of my actual e-file machine. And that's because when we're going in and we're filing the nail and we're smoothing out the nail, it makes a difference, okay? It gives you that space so that you can work with a longer nail. You only really need to do this with longer nails. You don't really need to do this with shorter nails. You can just put it in how you normally would put it in, and it works just fine. But when you're working with longer nails and you don't have one of those long bits, because they do have long bits that are made for longer nails. But if you're working with longer nails and you don't want to have one of those longer bits, just make sure you pull out that bit outside of the e-file a little bit more, and it will help you and give you some leeway when you're going into shaping your nail. That's another little tidbit, another little bit advice that I can give you guys, my beginners, if you are doing a long set. Alright guys, and here is when I say we go over it with the sanding band. Again, notice how I position my drill bit. It's not all the way down in the e-file, but it's actually kind of extended some so that I can go over the nails more easier. So I go over with the sanding band again to just make sure I'm getting out any little tiny bits of whatever, just making sure it is smooth. And I also, with this, I also go over my cuticle area again, apologizing that everything is not within view of the camera. I will do better in future videos to make sure that the hand is in view of the camera, but it is very hard to record and make sure it's in view of the camera because I can't really see the camera, and I'm just working, and it's actually very uncomfortable for me to hold my hand out like that. So yeah, I'm doing my best, guys. Just bear with me, and I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for bearing with me. So yeah, the shaping looks so good, okay, compared to how it looked probably about 5 minutes ago in this video. The shaping looks so good. It's coming together, because one thing about me, I know how to shape. I know how to smooth out that nail and get out all the little kinks with their drill bit. I know how to work a drill. So after you've done going over with the sanding band with your nails, you want to go ahead and you want to buff the nails. So if you have a client there, you want to sit there, you want to buff the nails, and then after you buff the nails, you instruct your client to go wash their hands. A lot of salons, a lot of nail techs, they have the brushes in the barber side, and your client would just go ahead and use the brush and just make sure that they get off any excess dust that may be in the cuticle area or on the nail, when you wash your hands. Also in the salons, they don't like you to really use soap, and the reason why is because soap has oils in it, and if you're going over the nail with gel polish, you know, soap and oil don't mesh well at all, and the gel could potentially chip. Now, I mean, that's arguable, that's debatable. If you want your clients to just rinse their hands and scrub their hands, or you want them to wash with the soap, it's completely up to you. Once the client gets back in your seat, you're going to clean the nails off. Oh, hold on. Look at them nails. Look how clean those nails are. Play with somebody safer, okay? Don't play with me, because I know how to work a drill. But getting back to what I was saying, once your client gets in your seat, you're going to go ahead with the alcohol again, and you're going to clean the nail off. So, I mean, it's rather here nor there if you want to do the whole soap thing. But, you know, once you've cleaned your client nails off with the alcohol, you can go ahead and add your base coat, and then go ahead and do your designs and do your polish or whatever it is that they're going to do. So this concludes the video, guys. I'm going to show you the finished product and with all the designs added, but look at that shape, period. Don't tell me I didn't do that, because I know I did it. Okay.
Me and my people be rolling. Keep it on you and your homie. Every first day of summer, all grown down in the Hummer thing. Hit the park and parlay. Hope that you walk this way. You and your girls on the ride. Play all day, up in the line. Say what, you know that I like it, baby. Girl, you know what's up.
Alright guys, and here's the end result. I did do a bling nail with a Hello Kitty charm. At this point, by the time I took these pictures of the final result, it literally had been a week after I finished my nails. So my nails had grown out. If you guys notice, my nails do grow fast, and they kind of grew out. But it is what it is, between working and just kind of being a little busy, and then trying to figure out what designs I wanted to do. In the meantime, my nails grew out, but either way, it was cute. It gave, it served, okay? At the end of the day, woo, woo, woo. So, thank you guys for watching my channel. Just make sure you like and subscribe for more content, for more nail content, for me teaching you guys how to do acrylics and do different things with nails. And I just appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.